Alright, so this story starts out, I just get out of school. I'm walking down. I just go back to my house, like pick up some stuff. And I pop around to my friend's house, Jason, and me and him, like me and up with three other people. We were just like, we didn't even know what we were doing, but we called up Vince, and he said, "Oh yeah, we're in this car in this like abandoned bit, like by the vintage place. Come and find us." So we like walked down into town, and we were like turning into the place, and we like walked up to this random car, and we were just looking at random shit, like looking in loads of these cars, trying to find them, and then we just saw them across the road, like through this fence, walking along by the skate park. So we like ran round because we thought they were gonna like ditch us. We were trying to get their attention. They were just like completely blanking us, and we ran round, and then I saw them like running behind like this massive like kind of shed thingy. Well, it wasn't like a shed; it was more like a shelter, like the one of those metal grid things. And Jason was like, he ran around one side and I went back on them, and I was like running to the car, and they just got in and they locked themselves in, and I was like banging on the car like, let me in, let me in. And they were just like laughing at us, so I just fucking climbed on the bonnet and just started like messing around on the roof, and they let us in and we sat down, and Leon, he was in the front left seat, so we had Leon in the front left, Peter was in the front right, I was sat in the back right next to Vince, and then the person that I like walked down with, Jason, he was sat next to him. So we were just like sat in this car, and Leon was rolling up a spliff. It was all cool. We just found this fucking random car. It had like paint on the side, the windows were all like misted up. The like latest thing that they had in there was like a newspaper from 2015, so we guess it had been left there for like that long. We were just sat in there, and we found this CD by someone called Dombat. He's got like 310 monthly listeners on Spotify, like no one knows, like not known at all. And we like obviously because we can't use the electrics in the guitar, in the not guitar, what the fuck am I saying, the electrics in the car, and my friend Jason brought his speaker, and I like got it up on Spotify and I started playing it. It was really sick. I'll put it in the background of this video if I can like play without it being copyrighted or whatever. But it was some pretty good stuff, and we were listening to that. Leon finished rolling his thing, and we lit it up, and we were like passing it around the car, and we saw like over on the far right of like the little kind of area that we were sat in, that there was this car and the headlights turned on, and we were like shit, get down, and we were all like lying down, and it like was just slowly reversing and left, and we were fine. We kept like passing it around. And then after a while, we rolled another one, and then this other car came in, and it parked up like 2 spaces next to us. And obviously, what we were doing, we needed to be a bit quiet about it, and we were like all lying down. And I started recording some of it, so I'll put some of it in this video. But they pulled in next to us, and we were like, the thing was still lit. We were passing it around, and it came around to me. And I quickly had like some, and then I passed it along, and then these two guys in these reflective jackets get out of their car, and we're like shit, this is fucking bad. And a dog jumped out of the side of the car, and we were getting a bit loud, and it came like right up to the car, and it was like sniffing, and it could hear us, so we had to like shut up for a minute. And the 2 people in reflective jackets, there was one on like the right side, which was like the furthest side from us, and then the passenger got out, and he just opened the bonnet of their car, and so they were trying to fix their car next to us as we were like smoking the spliff, and we were just so worried. And if they had these like high-vis jackets on, we thought, well, Vince was shouting out, fuck, they're police, and they weren't, but they were just these like 2 guys like fixing up their car. And he walked over, obviously, because they probably knew the area and knew that the car had been there a while and that no one was in it. And he walked over, and we could just fucking see him in his massive like high-vis jacket like walking over to us. And he looked at the bonnet of our car, and obviously there were like 2 people sat in the front, and they just totally did not notice us. And we thought that they were gonna take the engine from our car. It wasn't our car, but just like this random car that we were sat in. Anyway, we finished it, and Jason was like, "Oh, guys, I think we should just get out of the car. I think we should just get out of the car because this is so bait." And like we were kind of building up to opening the doors because no one wanted to open it first. So like Jason just opened his back door and just like got out of the car. Me and Peter just opened our doors. We were like the closest side next to them, and we just opened it, and we were like, hi guys, and they were like so startled to see us there, and he just said, "Oh yeah, mate, there's a lot of smoke coming out of that car," and we were saying, "Oh yeah," like, and they said, "Oh yeah, that's interesting. We used to bun it here back in the day. How many times have you done it?" And we were just like, "Oh, this is the first time we've ever come here." And he was like, "How long has this car been here?" And Leon was like, "Oh, it's been here since like 2015. There's a newspaper from 2015 there," and they just didn't care that we were in there just smoking. They completely just let us go, and we just walked off, and it was just so unbelievably awkward. But we just like walked off, and we went into town, and then we just never like saw them again. And we went back there the next day, and it was still open. We sat in there and we just ate some sweets and left. But that's just so weird. We probably can't go back there again, obviously, because that's really like shit. And I'm not saying that you guys should do the same thing, but it's just so weird that that fucking happened. Anyway, I know that wasn't like the most interesting story, and I haven't been like really enthusiastic, but I just wanted to try and start making stuff again. So if you can stick with me, I'm sure I'll probably get a little bit better, and also I'm gonna try and make some other content with a camera and stuff. Yeah, if any of you are actually still watching, I'm really glad that you've kind of stuck with me, because I know I've been so inactive. But I really want to get back into this, and over summer I'm going to have a lot of time, so I'm going to try and make a lot of stuff with my friends. I'm pretty sure I know someone who will kind of stick it with me and film a lot of stuff and help me out. So, um, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. But I know this sounds like I'm trying to justify not being okay with what I'm making, but I just feel like I won't be okay with anything until I start posting stuff. So I want to just try and kind of start and snowball my way back up. So I hope you've enjoyed, and you're cool. See you in the next video.